Εξομολογήστε το Κύριο ότι αγαθός, αλληλούια.
Ότι στον αιώνα το έλεος αυτού, αλληλούια.
Now you don't know him.
Was it the God with two right hands?
Did the Jews ever believe that he's the son of Allah?
Because of Trinity.
He said they never believed
The
that.
concept of Tawheed. Tawheed was made up.
No, don't leave it towards me now.
Why not?
No, don't mind that. Don't do it, please. Don't lean on it. No, if you're going to cut, no, record yourself.
Yeah, now maybe the names are different.
Oh, get Lamin.
Story was happening.
Laminator, come.
This guy can make it.
Laminator,
Get debate.
Laminator, please come.
He doesn't even know the concept of Trinity.
Wait, do you? Wait,
Do you know
wait,
Athanasian Creed?
wait, do you?
I know. I can't.
Okay,
But
okay.
alright, do you know this? He doesn't know.
Okay.
The Trinity, what the Trinity?
Wait.
They don't know.
Wait,
Wait. Come on, no.
wait, Lamin, you mentioned
What is
that
Qul Allah Ahad? Allah Samad. What is Samad?
it means that Allah.
He doesn't know. Can you read the Quran? You
It
can't read
means
the
that
Quran.
it means that Allah.
Read your Bible.
It means that Allah is made up of things.
So you believe? No. They believe in Trinity. No, why does
Yep.
it come? You know, Athanasian Creed. They don't even know.
Wait.
Because of Trinity. I know it as a Muslim. They don't know.
Okay, there's just
They
one
don't know to
problem.
finish.
There's one problem.
Like to talk about the Quran.
The Athanasian Creed is
He
that
doesn't understand.
before or after the Nicene Creed?
All he wants to talk about is
Lamin,
No.
Lamin, I asked you a question. Lamin, what happened to the Muslims?
Because
Lamin,
when I'm debating,
I thought the Muslims were brave.
You
Yeah? So here, your friends here. Your friends here. Bring on the camera. Your friends here. Video him. Video him. Why not?
I debated with him several times.
Yes, do it
Please,
all the
someone
time.
else.
Do it all the time.
Yeah, come on.
Wait, Laminator. Since when did the Muslims start running from me? Oh no, Laminator.
This guy talks.
Oh, you. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, David.
Yeah, why?
Sorry? Wahi.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Oh, my bad. Wahi.
Wahi comes from the Waha oasis. But this is my family name anyway. So.
Okay.
Just
Well,
the name, yeah.
Are you a debater or just a spectator?
No, I'm not. a bit.
Oh,
I'm
then.
just. I used to come here to learn,
Okay.
and I learned lots of things when I started to come here.
Okay.
And yeah, I talk about the things I'm knowledgeable about. If I'm not knowledgeable, so I can. If you give me a new information, I can check about it.
Okay.
So what do you want to talk about?
Why aren't you a Christian? Why aren't you a Christian?
Why I'm not Christian?
Yeah. What stops you from being a Christian?
It's a big dilemma that you guys you are not agree about the entity of God,
Okay.
and this is so clear in Islam.
Good.
How to worship the only one God.
Okay.
So yeah, this is one of the things.
What sort of credibility does Islam have coming hundreds of years later, far removed from the Christian and Jewish context that is trying to replicate, and then tell Christians and Jews how to worship God? You wouldn't follow Mormonism, which comes far removed from the Islamic context, far divorced from it, far later, but then tells you how to worship God. So why should I, as a Christian, even listen to a Muslim?
That's why I wasn't here. Just read about Islam and you will.
I have.
I know you personally have.
Oh, you do? Okay, all right. I have. Well, I'm just saying generically, right? It comes later. Now,
Those
Yeah.
who read about Islam,
yep.
why they are convinced with Islam, and why Islam is consistent and increasing. Of course, there is a reason for that. There is a reason behind it. So the reason that they see this is the right faith,
Every religion, every major world
you
religion,
will not accept that.
right? But every major world religion is growing. None are shrinking.
Not like Islam,
There's more Hindus today than there were 100 years ago.
but no, they are not growing like Islam, like Muslim. Maybe Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know what.
What I see and what I read, what I always read, the Islam is increasing more.
I don't know what mechanism you're using, but let's just say.
How many Muslims are there now?
Well, the numbers. Well, don't forget the numbers that are given accumulate a wide group of people, some who you wouldn't even consider to be Muslims. For example, the Alawites in Syria are counted as Muslims.
They are Muslims.
Well, they believe that Ali is God. You believe that?
Not all of them.
Okay, but
And they are not. No, they don't believe he is God.
They do.
It is something different. No. And they don't believe that he
they
is God.
they drink wine.
Okay. We consider this is a sin.
Are they
Okay.
still Muslims?
But to me,
Yep.
they're still Muslim.
Okay, fine.
As long as they believe that there is only one God and Muhammad
Well-
is his messenger, they are Muslim.
What if they believe that Ali is God?
Regardless what sins they are doing,
Okay.
how wrong they are thinking, they're still Muslim. The Shia in Iran, still Muslim. We disagree in some points. I believe it is a political conflict.
Are you Sunni?
Yeah.
Well, you know that
Political
most of
conflict.
your, of
I'm
your
not calling myself somebody. You can say I'm
well,
Sunni.
most of your Sunni scholars
The
would
majority are Sunni.
yeah, but most of your Sunni scholars would just say that the Shia are liars and they're mushriks, right?
No.
So do you know something better than your scholars?
First of all, not all of Shia, and even the Sunni scholars, they are not saying all Shia are disbelievers.
Which
They are
Shia do they accept?
All of them.
The Rafidi, the Twelvers.
Except, no, as I told you, no, they don't. The Shia, they don't have one thing.
They have many,
Also,
like, I mentioned
the
two.
Shia, they disagree. They disagree together. All of Shia are Muslims.
Okay.
Except some of them. We disagree. We have a big disagreement together. Those who believe that, for example, Ali is who's supposed to be the prophet instead of Muhammad. This is not wrong in our faith. This is not good, not right. In our faith, as majority of Muslim, we disagree with this. So in some just few points, but the others, the rest are okay. They are just Muslim, but we disagree about small.
What about the fact that the Shia don't like Aisha, who is the mother of the believers, because they hold to the idea that because Aisha fought against Ali, and Muhammad said that anybody who's an enemy of Ali is an enemy of Allah.
Yeah.
Therefore,
this because of a conflict that we, as Muslim or followers in these days, we have nothing to do with this conflict. What happened at that time?
Can you be a Muslim but then go against one of the mothers of the believers?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is wrong.
Yeah,
this is wrong, and they shouldn't.
Would you still
they
be a
shouldn't
Muslim?
be involved with this. This was a conflict about who killed the Khalifa, Osman.
Well, before that, well, I mean, the conflict is ultimately that Aisha wages a war against Ali.
Wait, sorry.
Wages a war against Ali. Ali defeats her
no,
and actually lets her go. The battle of the camel.
No. Yeah.
Battle of the camel.
Yeah, that's not
That's
true.
what happened.
No.
Wait.
You are mixing things.
Hold on.
This is not what happened. I can tell you what
which part is wrong? Which part is wrong? Did Aisha not fight Ali?
No, she didn't fight Ali.
Really?
She,
Okay.
No, she disobeyed. Ali was the
Should
Khalifa.
I pull it up?
Ali was the Khalifa. I'm telling you the story.
Okay.
You don't have to. You can do
No
whatever
worries,
you
no
want, but I'm
worries,
telling you what happened. You are saying she went to fight Ali.
Yep.
No, she went to find those who killed Uthman. She went to find those who killed Uthman, and she was against those who killed Uthman. Ali was the Khalifa, and he said we shouldn't. Ali agreed with her party to find those and judge them.
The battle
I know the battle
was
very
fought
well.
between the largely Kufan forces of the 4th Rashidun Caliph Ali and the rebelling Umayyad led by Aisha and Zubair
Yeah, why
and
the battle
Talha.
started? Why the battle started?
I'm not concerned with the origin of the battle. I'm just telling you that the battle involved Aisha and others fighting against Ali.
Yeah.
So
but
because
did she go
the Shia,
intentionally for that?
sorry,
Did she go to fight
It doesn't matter if she went intentionally or unintentionally.
At the end, this what
but
happened. The fight
ultimately,
happened.
That fight could have killed Ali
I'm telling you why the fight
or
happened.
herself.
I'm telling you why the fight happened. Why the fight started. The fight started. She had a reason, and she was right about it. And Ali disagreed, and Ali was right about it. This was a conflict.
So they're both correct.
It's a conflict. When a revolution happens, the country or the central power become not stable. Those against each other, and you don't know who's with you and who's against you. It was a big conflict. We call it fitna. I don't know how to say it in English.
Trouble.
We call it fitna.
Yeah.
So it's not an easy situation to control. So this is what happened. So me now, as a Muslim, why do I bother myself with this conflict? They wanted to find the person who killed Uthman. And Ali was saying, not now, we need to be stable first, and then later we can find those who killed Uthman. They were rushing to find it immediately. And he was saying, no, not now. So this conflict, why do I bother? Why do I bother myself?
If they were simply looking for a killer, there'd be no reason for a war.
Sorry?
If they were simply looking for a killer, there'd be no reason for a war.
No, there is.
There'd be no reason for a war.
If you read the whole story,
it's very clear that Aisha wanted to usurp power from Ali. Very clear.
That's not true. You can say so. You can say whatever you want.
Searching for a killer doesn't require a war.
No. If you dig deep into this, I studied history, so I know the story very well.
Okay, so if you know the story very well, what would have stopped Aisha from just finding the killer without an army?
Yeah,
Nothing.
She heard about the dogs were barking in a certain place. Then she remembered a prophecy from the prophet saying that. I'm trying to say it in English properly, which means she felt that she is wrong, remembering a prophecy from the prophet saying that you shouldn't be in this place. Then she found that she shouldn't be in this situation, in this position. Then she stopped. And even Ali protected her to go back.
Yeah, that was nice of him.
Yeah,
but I don't think she does the same thing for him.
Sorry?
If his army had lost, I'm not so she would have let him go.
Say again.
If Ali's army had lost the Battle of the Camel, if Ali's army had lost the Battle of the Camel, I am not sure that Aisha would have let him go. She would likely have killed him.
The fight was not against Ali. She didn't go against Ali. She go for another purpose. She didn't go against Ali.
Yeah, but I just don't see.
So now we are talking.
Historically,
now we are talking like Shia. You are talking as a Shia person.
All I'm saying is historically, I don't see a reason why, if she was simply looking for a killer,
this is what you say.
I don't see why that involves a war.
This is what you say. If you dig deep in the story.
Yeah, but you studied it, right? So I asked you the question: why would hunting for a killer lead to a war?
There's not one killer.
How many people killed Uthman?
I told you it was a big chaos. It was a big chaos at this time.
So was she wrong for doing that?
I cannot say that. I told you this conflict. I don't bother myself to say who's wrong and who was right.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I've turned it into a Shia, so we can take a few steps back. So, I earlier asked you, why aren't you a Christian?
You guys as a Christian, don't you have a conflict and don't you disagree about things? And there is no fights happen between Christian and each other for a stupid reason.
Interestingly,
in history,
I would say, what's interesting about us versus the early Muslims is that the second that Muhammad died, the Muslims immediately began to fight. However, when Christ leaves his disciples and ascends to heaven, they don't immediately stop fighting. The fighting takes hundreds of years before that even begins. And at that point, there are people who are now entering the religion who aren't earnest about it, but are just using it as a political tool because it became popular, particularly in the Roman world.
Yeah, I understand you.
But isn't it funny how the disciples didn't start killing each other But then the second Muhammad died, the Sahaba started killing each other. Isn't that funny?
That shows how Islam is more consistent. Muhammad died, and he left behind a strong nation
With no
complete
leader.
With complete law. No, the people were new to the message. They didn't. Some of the people, they didn't believe that. How can the prophet of God dies? Some of the people, they thought this is something is unbelievable. Not all of the people had a strong faith, and they were knowledgeable about the new religion to them. Not all of them like that. So some of them.
Why kill them?
Kill who?
The very first battle after Muhammad died,
What is that?
the battle of apostasy, the rebel wars.
Yeah, because they started to.
If they were just new to the faith, and they couldn't believe the Prophet died and started leaving in droves, why would you start killing them? Why
There is
not
a
just,
covenant.
talk to them? Convince them of other things.
Who told you that they didn't talk?
Huh?
They refused. They wanted to change the religion immediately.
So you kill them?
This can't be happened. This is not acceptable at their time. As I told you, at this time, Islam was not only a religion; it was a state with leadership, law and order, everything. So they agree. They agree to go and to obey and to follow this new law and new religion. And after the Prophet dies, and it is mentioned in the Quran that he will die, and he's just a human. He's just a human being. So when they found him, he died. They started to make a new law according to what they want. This is not acceptable.
So you kill them?
Not to kill them. They started. Who told you that? They said we don't agree about zakah. You know zakah. We don't agree about zakah. So then Abu Bakr go and kill them. It didn't happen like that.
Effectively, yeah.
No, you want to say that because
don't forget that you guys have a hadith where Muhammad says, if anybody leaves their religion, kill them.
Sorry?
You have hadiths where Muhammad says, if anybody leaves their religion, kill them.
It's not like that. It doesn't say that. But anyway,
It does.
it is acceptable at their time.
Let me show you.
It is acceptable. How do you treat the traitor?
Well, why would you be
How the traitor?
why would you be a traitor for just leaving a religion? Why does that make you a traitor?
You can ask this question. Yeah, you are right. If you ask this question in our days, in these days, everyone is know everything, and
Even back then.
and there is a law and there is order for everyone. Everyone is free. But when you, as I told you, that it was not only a religion. At this time, it was like a state with a leadership, with a law and everything, and someone came from outside and say, I'm one of you now. And then when he is in the middle of them, is saying something else and trying to change everything. So this is not acceptable. You can go out, you can leave this group and go for another faith. But be inside this group and force this group to change the faith, this is not acceptable, especially at this time.
Who was forcing anybody?
Especially at this time.
Who was forcing anybody? It seems that people were being forced to stay in their religion. That's why the war happened.
He came to them. This apostate came to them and said, I'm one of you. So no one forced them. Yeah, they already lived with the disbelievers. No problem. But if you come and say, I'm one of you, and then I say something else, so this is not acceptable.
But how does that lead to a whole war?
And even killing the apostate is not once they say I'm against the religion now, they kill him. No, there is a rule. There is a rule to kill.
I can show you otherwise.
I can show you too.
That's fine, but bring it up.
I can show you too.
Bring it up.
Yeah. So it's not just immediate judge. They don't judge immediately. There is a procedure for this judgment. There is a procedure. And they try to convince him first to go back. They try to convince him many times. I'm sure about what I'm saying to you. You don't need to Google it.
No, don't worry.
I'm telling you, I can Google also and I can show you. It will be better.
Go for it. Go for
I will
it.
show you in English.
This is
easier.
This is Sahih al-Bukhari, 6922. Some Zanadika atheists were brought to Ali, and he burnt them. That's it. The news of the event reached Ibn Abbas, who said, "If I had been in his place, in Ali's place, I would not have burnt them, as Allah's messenger forbade it, saying, 'Do not punish anyone with Allah's punishment,'" aka the fire, right? "I would have killed them, according to the statements of Allah's messenger. Whoever changes his Islamic religion, then kill him."
Yeah.
So you're saying that there's a process,
Yeah.
there's deliberation. It just
How-
says
yeah, how the-
he just
how it
burnt,
ended-
he
how
just
it
burnt them
ended up-
alive.
No, this is not acceptable. How it ended up, finish those people. How it ended up. How he was sure that they did this. There is a process and there is a procedure.
So these guys were just atheists,
yeah.
and then they were brought to Ali, and he just burnt them.
No.
That's it. Yeah, go ahead. Here's the Arabic. It looks like Arabic, whatever you want.
Yeah, yeah.
Here you go.
Read it, yeah. Just a second.
Does that absolve an individual from
So it was told. It was told. Ali didn't say I did this. The story was told to Ibn Abbas, and the Ibn Abbas said, if they came to me, I wouldn't do this.
Yes, but Ali had already
But this
killed
is
them.
still not the rule.
Ali had already burnt them, and that message was relayed to Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas said he wouldn't have burnt them, but he would still have killed them.
Yeah, this narrative was told to Ibn Abbas, as you can see.
Yes.
Was told to Ibn Abbas.
And he
But
said,
did
I
Ali-
wouldn't have burnt
did Ali
them, but I
admit-
would have killed them.
This is just a story. This is not hadith by the Prophet.
It is hadith.
No,
but it's
hadith of what hadith means.
not,
Hadith
hadith
means,
just means sayings.
yeah, sayings. So this saying said by who?
This is narrated by Ikram, whoever that is.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
So it's not a reliable
But-
person that we follow.
No, because
his
oh,
orders.
Well, actually, that's not true because at the very end, Ibn Abbas quotes the prophets.
Yeah, but
Whoever-
what did he call the Prophet for? Sorry.
Whoever changes his Islamic religion, kill him.
من بدل دينهم فاقتلوه.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
it is indeed a hadith.
Yeah.
In
So the
that-
hadith. Let's talk. So don't quote this story.
No,
He just burned them.
he did. Yes.
No, he
That's
did
what
that
the hadith
according
says.
to you because you want to believe. You want to believe this story.
I don't want to believe anything.
Yeah,
I'm just reading
because
what's here.
it meets your.
I'm
you
just
know?
reading what's here, my friend.
No. So what is the hadith says? The hadith says this. The last part.
Guys came,
Whoever changed his Islamic religion, then
kill him. And that's so. When,
So we can
when you
talk about
say-
this.
When you say that like Islam is more consistent compared to early Christianity,
Yeah.
where Christ didn't tell people if you leave the faith then kill him.
Yeah, but
Clearly,
he does say that.
He never says
He-
whoever
he says
leaves the
that.
faith kill him.
He says
because
even more and even worse.
he doesn't say that. And if you
He
say
does.
that, bring it out. Because
Yeah.
then you have to explain
I can
why
bring
the
it
early
out.
Christians didn't do that.
Yeah, I can bring it up.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Bring it
So,
out. I want to see.
Is Jesus Christ is the God or not?
Huh?
Is he the God?
He is God indeed, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and he is the God of also the old times.
He is God of all times.
He is the God in the Old Testament and the New Testament.
Yeah.
So add to my knowledge, and I'm not very knowledgeable.
Okay.
I know that there are many verses in the Holy Scripture.
Yep.
In all of what is written, you guys believe this is inspired by God.
Sure.
This is what God inspired people to say.
Sure.
Or to, yeah?
Sure.
So when your God says that, kill the woman and kill the child and kill the donkey and kill the camel, and
Yeah.
this is very exaggerating. This is very
Well, God
outrageous.
God can
This is
pass.
Our God in the
it's-
Quran never say that.
Well,
we said to
he
kill the
does.
apostate. Wait.
No, he does
Let me
actually.
finish.
Okay.
He said to kill those who came inside. He pretended to be one of you, and then he wanted to change the religion or to go out.
That's not what the hadith says.
This was ordered to be killed. But it is not that aggressive as in your book. In your book, this is one of the verses. So I heard about more.
Yeah.
I can remember. I can try to remember more and tell you. So don't say that
Okay.
In Islam, it is encouraging the violence.
It is.
However, in your books, in your scripture, it is more outrageous, more encouraging the violence more and more.
So, our book does not encourage violence. Jesus Christ, when he is here on earth with his disciples, never tells them to commit violence.
He said,
Instead,
he told.
what you have, well, you can't find that, so you need to find it for me. You need to find me when he's here on earth with his disciples. Show me an example where he encouraged them to be violent. In fact, Jesus famously tells Peter, he who lives by the sword will die by the sword. So, aka, if you can only solve your problems with the knife, then the knife will kill you eventually. Now, in the Old Testament, God is allowed to carry out judgment on people, just as in the Quran. When, for example, in Surah 43, Allah drowned the Egyptians. There were kids there.
Allah,
Yes, there were kids there. In Surah 15, Allah destroys the people of the valley, the people of the rock. In Surah 8, Allah destroys Sodom and Gomorrah. There were kids there. So Allah himself keeps destroying kids, and it's fine with you. But for some reason, there's a problem when we do it. Why is that a problem?
Yeah, the problem is with ordering the people to do so. But the God is punishment to everyone. What the God did is punishment for everyone.
What's the
and this
difference?
story in our book and in your book as well. It is the same. You have the same. This is the God. What did God can be merciful? You don't know how the kids will feel. God can be merciful with the kids and with
you're
those
admitting
innocent,
that you
innocent
don't
people.
mind kids being killed.
And God will never be unjust. But when the God order you to kill the women and kids and even what did the animal do to kill? Why you are ordered to kill the animal?
Allah
This is in
killed
your
the
book.
animals too.
No,
Allah
but
killed the animals in Sodom and Gomorrah.
but-
Allah killed the animals in Egypt. Allah killed the animals in the Stone Valley. So it doesn't matter.
But Allah never ordered us as a people to do so.
How do you know that?
It is in your book.
No, but how
Now
do
kill.
Yeah.
Kill.
So
it is saying kill. At least in
you-
our book it says fight. Not kill. Fight.
So
the word fight,
that's not
there is
true.
a difference between fight
in
and
Surah,
kill.
in Surah 9, ayah 111.
Surah Al-Tawbah, I always quote this
exactly
surah,
right.
yeah.
Allah
Yeah.
says, fight and kill
No.
and die in the name of Allah. There you go.
Bring the verse.
Allah has purchased from His believers their lives
When
and
you
their
read- when you
property.
read- when you read
So
the verses before
whoever
and after-
fights and kills in the name of Allah, so those who fight and kill and are killed will attain the paradise with a garden underneath which rivers flow.
Yeah. Fight in the battlefield. Fight in the battlefield. Kill in the battlefield.
Do you know?
Not to kill.
You know
not
how
to kill.
in Europe they have
speak,
Odin.
Let me speak.
Okay, all right.
Let me speak. No, so the God in our book is saying to fight and to kill
And be killed.
And be killed in the battlefield.
Nope.
In
Doesn't
the
say that.
battlefield.
There's no battlefield there. You're lying.
It is.
You're
No,
lying.
no, fight.
You're lying.
What fight means?
You're lying.
Where are you fighting?
You can fight anywhere. You can
In a
fight.
battle.
Nope.
Fight.
You can fight anywhere.
No, fight is not like kill. Fight is not
Show,
like kill.
show me the word battlefield anywhere here. Surely Allah has bought their lives and their wealth from the believers in exchange of a promise of paradise that shall be theirs. They fight in the way of Allah and kill and are killed, on which there is a true promise as made in the Torah and the Injil and the
Be
Quran.
sincere. It started
Show me,
with
show me battlefield.
Fight. Where the people fight in the battlefield.
Okay.
Kill, if it says
Where,
if the order
where
is
do they
go
kill
kill,
and be killed?
if the order is go and kill,
Okay.
as it says in your book, to kill the child, to kill the woman. So that you are going and killing.
Like it
This
says
is
here,
your
right?
killing. But here it starts with fight. Fight means that there is fighting. A fight is not like
well,
kill.
actually, it doesn't say go and fight, but it just says they fight in the way of Allah. So they're already performing the action.
Read the verses before.
Which one?
Read the whole context, I mean.
So, surely
It will explain.
Allah has bought.
No, before.
Well, bottom line, what happens here is very similar to what happens in European mythology with a different god that they have called Odin. Odin promises you that if you fight and die on the battlefield, then he will allow you to attain Valhalla.
David, are you going to wrap it up?
No. Well, you guys cold.
They want to go.
All right, vanish. I'll be done with him in a second.
We started late, you know.
But, huh? Yeah, go. I'll come back. Yes, he is. He's a proud mu'minun.
you drink soft drinks. They serve them with Cokes.
All right, you know what?
Yeah, why asking?
You know what? How about this?
Some Muslim drink.
Okay, how about this?
Yeah.
How about this?
Come if you want.
All right, thank you.
How about this? If they're cold, we're going to a bar. Come along. I'll give you some Coke.
Yeah, that's all right.
And then we can carry on.
Yeah, thank you. So fight is different.
No, it's the same thing.
Because you want to believe.
Fighting
We
is
are
not
older.
exclusive to battlefield. You can fight anywhere.
If you really read the Quran, that you will see that do not be outrageous in the fight. If you feel that you are winning, so stop it. Do not. I will show it to you. And do not start the violence. Do not start attacking. All of that. Many verses are saying. I can show
when
you.
Muhammad left Mecca to Medina, he would attack caravans without them attacking him. So that's a lie.
Attacking who?
Caravans
What caravan?
of the Quraysh.
Quraysh were in Mecca, not in Medina.
When Muhammad left Mecca to Medina,
Yeah.
when he was in Medina for a number of years, he would routinely attack trading caravans of the Quraysh that were leaving Mecca and heading up north towards
There's
Syria.
no covenant between them. They are enemies now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you said just now
Yeah.
that Allah tells you not to start the fight.
Yeah.
But Muhammad literally started the fight.
Because there is a fight already.
fight.
They already didn't let the Muslim preach.
The
and
Muslims left on their own accord.
No.
Yeah?
It's not like
No
that.
one forced them out.
They were forced.
No one forced them
you
out.
are not- so-
They left on their own accord.
You wanted to twist.
Nobody forced them.
No.
Because
They did.
because
They-
hold on,
they escaped.
hold on.
They escaped.
You're lying here.
Show me, prove it.
Okay, here's
Prove my lie.
here's an improvement. When they go to Ethiopia with the Najashi,
Yeah.
what happens? They're there pleading their case, and somebody from the
But why did
Quraysh,
they go to Najashi?
because they were sent there by Muhammad, right?
Why?
Because he apparently somehow
They
Muhammad.
were treated
Hold
so
on,
bad.
Hold on.
They were killing them.
Nobody forced them out, right? Because here's the proof. When they were with the Najashi, somebody from the Quraysh comes there.
Yeah.
And what does he ask the Najashi to do? Release them into his custody. That clearly proves that they were not kicked out.
No. You are lying now.
If I kicked you out of the corner, would I come to take you back in?
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't, because I'm trying to expel you, correct? So very clearly, that proves that they weren't kicked out.
Yeah. He didn't agree. And this guy, by the way, he reverted to Islam because he knew that he was wrong. The guy who ran
All that
after
he was
them.
scared for his life.
Yeah.
Over to.
Yeah. No, you believe so.
Over to.
Yeah. So they didn't agree that. First of all, most of them they were slaves to them. They didn't agree that they leave them and leave the religion of paganism and shirk.
Lamin, I'll get you next week.
They were so they didn't agree that to breach the new religion, the religion of Islam. So they ran after them, and they knew that king of the Christian king of Ethiopia, Najashi, that he was fair and just king. It was famous about him. So they were scared of that point, because this king will let them do it freely as long as he is a fair and just king. So they didn't agree with that. They ran and they tried to convince that king not to let them breach the new religion and send them back for torturing them and killing them.
So clearly they weren't kicked out. Clearly,
So,
they weren't kicked out.
telling you
They left of their own accord.
You can
I
search
believe
about the story.
there's actually
why they ran, why they escaped to
There's a
Ethiopia.
verse in Surah 4, Surah An-Nisa, I believe, towards the end that talks about did Allah not make the earth wide enough for you to go somewhere else if you're being persecuted? Because if you die because of persecution in a certain place, the angels will scream at you for not leaving. So actually, they just left. They weren't kicked out, they just left.
Yeah.
So you said
they are escaping.
you
from the
said they were
torturing.
kicked out. They just left. So
They were torturing
that's
me.
why.
What is
that-
if
that's
I'm
why-
staying in this country, okay, and the people are torturing me and trying to beat my family and to treat my
And-
family so
and
bad
then you
because I'm Muslim, I would leave.
Okay, but now when you leave, are you now at
So
war?
what that means?
Hold
I'm
on,
forced to leave.
Hold on.
I was happy to stay.
This is why we're saying it. If that does happen, if you leave because of the treatment. Are you now at war with that country? No.
I will be at war with those who treated me unjustly.
Okay, so how does Muhammad know, or how did Muhammad know that the simple caravan driver who he robbed routinely was the one treating him incorrectly? How does he know that?
Caravan, you mean a group of people traveling?
Yeah, Muhammad would routinely rob the caravans with the Quraysh.
Yeah, because this is a group of them.
Yeah, but how does he
group
know?
of the enemies. When you see,
how does he know any of them?
We are not in a treaty. If
But
they are together, they are
that's theft,
enemies,
which is like against
you
the
believe-
law.
because they did the same.
No, they
They
didn't.
did the same and they did more.
They
did.
They didn't rob
They
Muhammad
did.
and the believers. They didn't
No,
rob
they
them.
did. They did. They took everything from them.
No,
They took everything.
didn't.
They took their houses. What? What else?
Because Muhammad
took even
and the
their
believers
home.
left their houses.
No, they forced
So
them
they
to
left them
leave.
vacant.
They forced them to leave.
They weren't forced to
you wanna
leave.
believe this? Believe it.
They
you
weren't
don't want
forced
to believe
to
it.
leave.
This is up to you.
Again,
Search
we
that.
talked about
search
this.
the authentic.
We talked about this.
Narrative.
If they were forced to leave, then why would somebody go to bring them back? That's what I'm saying. Doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean bring them back?
The man who went to the Najashi and tried to basically get them in trouble.
told you why. I answered
if
this.
you kick somebody out, why would you bring them back in?
I answered you.
Makes no sense.
Two.
Because
It
ideally,
makes a lot of sense.
ideally, right?
It makes a lot of sense.
If the Quraysh hated Muhammad that much and his followers,
Yeah, of
then
course,
when
they didn't accept the new religion.
then when they left,
the people were raised on different ideology.
Yep.
It was very bad. We call it
If-
jahiliyyah.
Yep,
So they didn't
the
accept
time
the
of
new
ignorance.
Yeah.
If that's true, then there will be no reason to go and try to get them back. It's that simple.
No, this
If-
is, no,
if
they don't
you-
agree. How
if you-
comes there is no
if
reason? There is a big reason.
If you break
They
up,
don't want- they
if,
want-
if you
no.
break up with like your girlfriend, for example, right, and you both hate each other, you wouldn't go try to get them back.
This is different.
Same thing.
No,
Same
no,
thing.
No. They will go if they will go and preach it to to the new religion. They will the religion will get more support and they will back more stronger and they will preach more stronger.
But that never
so
happened.
That's why Quraysh didn't agree with
No.
stop them because the idea
But that
the
didn't
idea
happen.
of everyone is equal to the disbelievers of Quraysh is very it's
But
not acceptable.
that's not
it's
what
not acceptable
happened.
for them. So
Because
that's why
the Nagashi let them
insisted
stay,
to- yeah.
and the Nagashi never gave them an army. So what you're saying isn't true.
Well, how's that?
You're saying that the Quraysh were afraid that they would gain support in Ethiopia.
No,
and-
no. Support from Ethiopia to fight. I'm saying support
That's
to
what you
the
said.
religion. No. Get a support to that religion. They are starting. A new religion is started, and they are against this religion so bad. So that's why they wanted to stop them. They escaped, and they were weak because of the torturing.
If this
That's
is
why
true,
they escaped.
if this is true, right, they
is.
would have just killed them before they escaped. If what you're saying is true, I see no reason why the Quraysh couldn't have killed them all before they escaped.
They would if they can.
What-
But they ran. They
how-
ran.
how-
If
how many-
if they caught them, they would kill them.
How many years was Muhammad preaching in Mecca for? 12.
Yeah.
Does it take you 12 years to kill somebody if you hate them?
Are you sure it's 12?
12 years, yeah. 610 to 622, and then he goes away to
The
Mecca.
whole message was 23 years anyway.
Yeah,
okay.
so 610 to 622. That's when the Hijra happens.
Let's say so. Yeah.
So does it take you 12 years to kill somebody in your town who you hate? No, it doesn't.
They did.
It
They
doesn't-
killed so many already.
Why would it
They
take you
already
12
killed.
years?
They already killed. That's why they ran to Medina. That's why they escaped
Right,
to
but
the Medina. To Medina.
If something was happening in your town and you outnumber this new group,
And they cannot kill everyone
how,
because it will
how
be
many were there?
because they will be you cannot finish the idea by killing the people.
They could have
everybody knows
they
that.
could have killed Muhammad in like the first year, but they didn't. Why?
They couldn't.
Because of Abu Talib, right?
They
But then
couldn't,
Abu
yeah,
Talib dies.
Exactly. So you know. So there
But-
was a reason.
But
They,
then
they would love
Abu
to
Talib dies.
They would love
when
to.
he died, why
Think-
didn't he just kill him instantly?
think the way they are thinking.
Okay.
So they would kill him, but they couldn't. This is the point.
They could have, but they respected his uncle. So they didn't do it as a result. But then later on, after he dies, and from what I understand, if you read the biography of Muhammad from Ibn Ishaq, the Quraysh asked him to stop insulting their gods. So they left him alone, but he kept insulting their gods. So he was the one instigating the fight to begin with.
They are the one who were against them.
Yeah, but why?
You are talking about the biography.
Yes.
The biography clearly says that they started to torture his believers and to stop the new
Why would
religion
they care?
with anything possible.
Why would they care?
They care because
they
the
had
new
their own
religion
gods?
is making everybody equal, and they had lots of slaves, and they didn't agree with the concept that the slave and the master are equal. So they didn't agree with this.
Islam doesn't make people equal. Okay.
So they didn't agree with this. In Islam, people are equal.
No, they're not.
This is the lies you guys are trying to make.
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
In Surah Al-Nisa, ayah 24 and 23, it tells you as a man who you can sleep with.
What's that?
It tells you as a man the people who you can sleep with. Yes?
What that means? Who are they?
Have sex with. Yeah?
And
yeah?
who are they? I don't know. No,
okay.
If you said it properly, I will remember the verse. So.
In that group, you're allowed to sleep with sex slaves.
And who is this group? How is that group look like?
So the group it tells you who you can marry or sleep with and who you can't marry. Yeah. Most of it is focused on who you can't marry. Yeah. You can't marry your brother or your sister or your mother or your father or your uncle or your auntie, but you can marry those who are not related to you, your first cousins, so the maternal, the son of your father's brother or the daughter of your father's brother, and the same thing with your father's sister. You can marry them, and those who your right hands possess, which are slaves. So, even if that slave is married,
no, this is lie.
Even if that slave is married, they still have an obligation to sleep with the master. That's not equality.
Yeah,
that's literal servitude, slavery, diminishing of a human being.
Yeah, no, this is a lie. This is a lie.
It's there in the Quran.
No. It says that even if they are married and they don't agree to marry the man.
No, not even that. If the slave is married to somebody, and they're owned by their master, they still have an obligation to not say no to their master.
What obligation? What obligation mean?
They have an obligation to listen to everything the master says. So if the master wants to sleep with them, they have no rights to say no. And to make it even worse, a man can be married to his wife and still sleep with his slave. But a woman cannot be married to her husband and sleep with her slave. That's not equality.
Prove that.
Prove what?
Prove that if she doesn't agree, prove it. I don't see you, by the way, the flashlight.
Which one's that? Do not force your slave into prostitution. Do not. Yeah. I forgot what the verse was. Force.
I'm telling you.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah, okay. Exactly.
I got some slave into.
This is one of the lies you guys are making to demonize.
It's in the Quran, man. It's in the Quran.
Yeah. No.
Surah 24, ayah 33.
The milk yamin. What is milk yamin in English?
Those your right hands possess.
Yeah. Those, first of all, those who are those?
Slaves.
No, how they were already slaves?
Yep.
No.
Right here.
So you don't know. So you don't know what it means.
Let me show you.
I'm telling you, and then prove if I'm saying something wrong. Prove that I'm wrong. Okay. That's good. So milk yamin, or the right hand possess, those women who came to fight. They are not normal women. They are not normal women. For example, if the Muslim wanted to invade a country and there is a woman, so this is not it is not acceptable to enslave the people who didn't fight. So the right hand possess, or milk yamin, as I know, milk yamin, the women who came to fight you and you captured them. Because as Muslims we are not allowed to kill women, so we take them as milk yamin. This is the first point.
I can show you hadith where Muslims kill women all
second
the time in
point that
Amsterdam.
you are lying about.
Okay.
That's
Not lie, you have to accept him. He's a Christian.
yeah, okay.
Subhanallah.
Subhanallah. So the second point is they are not forced to marry the Muslim. They are not forced to. They have many solutions to get
They only
themselves
have three.
I can prove everything I'm saying to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Prove it.
Yeah, I can prove everything I'm saying to you, or you try to prove me to prove that I'm wrong. If I'm saying
Easy,
lies. Okay.
easy.
Yeah, just prove it. So those are not forced to marry.
Okay.
The milk al-yamin.
Okay.
Milk al-yamin, she can free herself on something called the mukataba. Mukataba means that she can pay a ransom to free herself.
But if she has no money, then she's screwed.
There, at least there is a law that to free herself, and this law all Muslims are following. Okay.
Unless if they have no money.
And she can pay it in installments, in parts. This ransom. Show me a narrative says that Milk al-Yamin has no choice to accept this marriage, and I can show you the opposite.
Not even a marriage, just sleeping with them. Surah 24, Ayah 33.
Yeah.
And those who cannot afford marriage should keep themselves chaste until Allah enriches them out of His grace. And those of your slaves who you wish to enter the contract of kataba, what you said, right? Emancipation by paying money.
Katibu,
Yep.
mukataba, yeah.
Contract kataba with them, if you recognize some good in them. So only contract them if you recognize good in them.
Can I stop
if
you here?
No.
Can I stop you and
What?
continue?
Let me
Because
finish.
I wanted to.
Let me finish.
Okay.
And give them out of the wealth of Allah that He has given to you. And do not compel your maids. Here, it's actually slaves, but whatever. Yeah, right here. And do not compel your slave girls to prostitution if they desire chastity, to seek thereby the temporary interest of the worldly life. And if someone should compel them, then indeed Allah is after their compulsion forgiving and merciful. So you can force your slave girl into prostitution and Allah will still forgive you.
Yeah?
No, you can.
I can force my slave girl to prostitution.
Do not compel your slave girl to prostitution if they desire to be chaste. And if someone should compel them, then indeed Allah is after their compulsion forgiving and merciful.
What does that mean to you?
So basically,
What does that mean to you?
okay, let me explain. David, do not punch people in the face. But if you do, it's okay.
No.
Yes.
No, you
Yes.
you want to twist it this way.
That's exactly what it says.
No.
That's exactly what
No.
it says.
No.
So, do not.
I wanted even to stop you because
Do not
Yeah.
compel your slave to prostitution, right? If someone
what
should,
what that means.
basically, do not punch someone in the face, for example.
No,
right?
no. What is the meaning of that verse?
Do not
That
force
part?
your slave girl into prostitution.
Okay.
Don't force her.
Don't.
Don't.
Okay.
But if you do, it's fine.
No, show me that. Can I read the Arabic verse?
Go for
I
it.
will be
Go for
able
it.
to.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do not force her.
No. ولا يستعفف الذين لا يجدون نكاحا حتى يغنيهم الله من فضله الذين يبتغون الكتاب مما ملكت ايمانكم فكاتبوهم ان علمتم فيهم خيرا واتوهم من مال الله الذي اتاكم ولا تكرهوا فتياتكم على البغاء. In by the way, فتياتكم is not the slaves girl, but anyway على البغاء إن أردنا تحصنا لا تبتغوا عرض الحياة الدنيا ومن يكرههن فإن الله من بعد إكراههن غفور رحيم. So that means that if someone forces them and they didn't know, Allah is merciful. But when it says in the beginning, do not do this, that this is clear order to not do this. If I do the opposite, that means I'm disobeying. It is so simple. But I don't know why you twist it this way.
There's no punishment spelled out.
I don't know. You are twisting it.
There's no punishment spelled out, right? Normally in the Quran, when Allah tells you not to do something, There's only a punishment associated with that thing.
You can search if you can
There's
search
no
the punishment
punishment
of
here.
this. Yeah, but it's at least it is so clear not to do
Because
this.
we have examples
Not
of
to do this.
We have examples, for example, of Muhammad in the hadith. If you take a hadith,
So you
of him sleeping with his slave girl on the same bed as his wife.
It's not like that.
Yes,
No.
that's like that.
No,
And-
no,
and-
no.
and-
You
and
are
then
talking about
the-
Maria.
Maria the Copts,
the
yeah.
Copts.
So
No,
Isn't that-
no.
that's-
This is also one of the
that's
lies.
literally adultery.
That's why it makes my face. These lies.
That's adultery.
What I hear from you. This makes my face really
so
more stronger.
right? Yeah, I know, right?
Really? Yeah.
Because you like the
you
idea.
are just lying. You guys, you are just lying. You are just
We're
lying
just
for the sake
reading
of
your hadith.
demonizing Islam with any way possible.
We're reading your
The
hadith
hadith is not saying
and your
that.
Quran, man.
No. She became his wife, and she
Didn't
agreed
say
first.
that.
And I will show you that.
it called
and
her
I
a
will
slave.
show you that. And if I did,
It called her a slave.
And if she was a slave, yeah, she was a slave, and she was.
How can you
she
be
was
a
given,
wife and a slave?
She was given. No, she became free once he married her.
Yeah, but
She
the
become
hadith
free.
called her a slave.
In the hadith, I will show you that
He
she
called her a
became
slave.
free once she married him.
Okay, and in that instance,
She was
when-
a slave already before
Okay.
he meets her.
In that instance, when he was sleeping with her on the same bed as he did with his wives, was
On
she
the
a
same
slave?
bed. So can you show
or was
me
she married?
in hadith that it says in the same bed? So this is what I'm telling you. You guys,
Was
you're
she-
exaggerating
was she
to
married?
demonize Islam by any way possible.
Again,
This
was
is what
she-
this is when anyone even this is not good even
I'm
for
waiting
you
for an answer.
for your goal to convince the people with your faith, and when they see you lying,
everything that I've given
when they
you,
see
you
when they
just
see
keep
you
running from
lying
it
to
because
demonize the
I've
other
shown
religion, the
you
people who
all
believe
of
in
the
Islam. That's
evidence,
why Islam is
but
consistent.
You haven't shown me anything.
Show you what?
Every time that we bring up a topic, I give you the evidence. I show
No,
you
you
the
didn't.
I show you the
You didn't,
evidence.
and this is good that you are guys recording this, and if you are going to post this on YouTube, so the people will judge.
Okay, so
Okay.
I can do a
So
recap.
What is that? Recap about the evidence that
Sure.
you proved that I'm wrong.
You
One of those.
you said,
And then we'll back again to that hadith.
You said that Ali and Aisha never had a fight. I showed you the battle
Did I
of,
say that?
yeah.
Okay, it is
I
recorded.
showed you the battle of the camel. Then
So you are lying to my
tried
faith.
Yeah. And then
You are
you
lying to
tried
my
to
face.
claim that it wasn't actually a war, just that she wanted to go find the killer and he didn't want her to find the killer.
The source for in the bed.
Yeah?
Right, you read Arabic?
Yeah.
Right, this is Tabari's tafsir. I'm not sure exactly where it's-
What tafsir means?
Yeah,
An explanation.
Tabari's
Explanation. I want the hadith.
Yeah.
Hadith.
tafsir.
You know what
It's included
hadith?
in the tafsir.
You know what hadith?
Do you accept the tafsir?
No, but you know
Does
what
the
hadith
tafsir
means?
take the hadith?
It does.
No. Tafsir it is a long.
Yeah, but the
long
tafsir
thing.
will include the
So
hadith.
No,
if
show me
Tabari's
hadith.
tafsir
What I
says
follow.
it did it in the bed of one of the wives, you accept that?
No, I accept what.
Didn't you just
I
translate
accept
the
the
page?
hadith.
I did,
Okay.
but
I
if you
accept-
read Arabic then.
I accept authentic hadith. Hadith that is
Is Tabari an authentic tafsir?
is a trusted source. No, tafsir is
Yeah,
explanation.
and the tafsir
is
contain the
explanation.
hadith
But
to
what
give you
what
the
is he
explanation.
explaining? What is he explaining?
He's explaining Surah 66:1, in which he
So what is the surah
he
says?
talks about how Muhammad was caught
No.
with
Can you
Mary
bring-
in the bed of one of the
Yeah.
Can you bring the verse itself?
Well,
Where it says
you have a phone?
where it says in the bed. But show me anyway.
Right, I can get the translation up here.
Oh, okay.
But you
let
read
me
Arabic?
it. No, let me read it.
Somewhere
Yeah.
here maybe.
Yeah, I will show it to you.
Surah 66.
Yeah.
66.
Well, why would you forbid for yourself what we have allowed or whatever it was? Yeah.
So he's starting saying most of the scholars disagree about the type of halal. Halal means permitted. Okay? Because it was permitted because he didn't accept it to have it as a wife first.
Right, but he
okay?
tells you the story
I'm
of
telling,
what happened.
I'm telling you. So he didn't accept her as a wife first. So this verse
So
came.
that
to
backs
give
up my
him-
points.
Let me continue.
That he was sleeping with a slave girl.
So this verse
Do you
came.
want a hadith that says he slept with her while she was a slave?
No, there is no hadith saying that he slept. This story he's telling
Well,
because I
what's
heard
the
it. I heard it many times, and I tried to search
Right.
that hadith.
So, The Messenger of Allah had a female slave with whom he had intercourse. Not a female slave who he eventually married. He had intercourse while she was a slave.
So that's
But
adultery.
where is the bed and the thing? No, she agreed.
Great Sahih.
She agreed and she
It
converted.
doesn't
She
say
became
that
Muslim.
she agreed.
She became Muslim and then he married her.
It doesn't say that
this
she
is a
agreed.
marriage.
It doesn't say that she
This is not
agreed.
It's a
adultery.
slave.
And also slaves don't have an option
Yeah,
to say
she
no
was a
to their
slave already.
masters.
Because she was a slave already.
Does it
That's
say
what
he
I'm
freed
saying.
her and then had
According to
intercourse, or does he
Ibrahim
say he had intercourse when she was a slave?
And slaves can't say no to their masters in
So
Islam.
there is. Sorry.
Slaves can't disobey their masters in Islam.
So first of all, this is a story. This is not hadith.
This is hadith.
It is a hadith.
Let me know what hadith means.
Again, it's a saying.
A
Like
saying.
I said already.
Okay, so this saying said by whom? What hadith I accept? Hadith a saying said by the Prophet himself.
Not just him, no,
Because
people around him.
What as we
as well.
believe,
So
the Prophet,
you don't
the
believe
Prophet,
the account of his
the
companions?
Prophet, the Prophet is anything he says by revelation. So I
Not
I
anything.
acknowledge anything.
Not everything.
So all
He
other
said that
scholars,
the reason why he gets
can say
cold is 'cause
something
hell
wrong
freezes over.
or something right. Okay. So if you show me something in the Quran or something said by the Prophet, I will never disagree about. This is what
You
what
disagree
And
when
we
I
show
show
you-
you that. Okay.
Yeah,
go
when we
say
show you
that.
Muhammad's companions writing down his actions, you say no, you don't trust it.
No,
you
no,
you
I'm
trust them
telling-
when they
I
record his
didn't
words,
even speak
but when they
about it. I'm
record his
telling
actions,
you,
you don't
this
trust
is
it.
this is a story. Who's Ibrahim ibn Yunus? He's not even a companion of that.
All right, so you don't trust.
The first
you don't
one.
trust Sunan an-Nasai where Darussalam says it's Sahih, no?
Who's Darussalam?
The great-
Sahih according to who?
To Darussalam.
Sahih means what? Sahih means
Strong,
authentic.
authentic.
Okay, so authentic according to who?
Darussalam.
Darussalam.
Who's that? Ask any Muslim who's Darussalam.
A greater
So-
Yeah.
of our hadith.
Like the number
Now
one.
No,
what?
so I may reject it because who I cannot.
Wait.
No, who is the
How,
most?
how do you
it's a
determine if
Sahih
hadith
Muslim.
are good or bad?
Yeah,
It's Sunan an-Nasai.
Can I answer
Oh,
this?
sure, my bad.
Can I answer this? One of the people who gathered the saying of the Prophet, some of them were trusted according to lots of measurements. Okay, I don't have to say how the you can
understand.
search it. Okay, the most trusted, for example, Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih Muslim. These are the most
Sunan
trusted.
an-Nasai also very well trusted.
Sorry,
Sunan an-Nasai also very highly trusted.
no, not highly trusted.
Not as much as Bukhari or Muslim, but highly
Exactly.
trusted.
Yeah, yeah.
Ahmad.
Sorry.
Musnad Ahmad gives the
And you say the scholars go through the method? Yeah, the scholars went through the method and graded this Sahih.
Yeah. So, Sahih. As I told you, Sahih according to who?
The scholars.
And even
Muslim scholars.
Anyway, I didn't read what it says here.
Alright.
But I'm telling you, Sahih according to someone is reliable, I will accept it. If it's to someone not very reliable, I will not accept it. You got my point. So this is
And is reliability based on whether you want to accept the story or not?
sorry.
If the story is something you like, which makes Muhammad look good, you accept it. If it makes Muhammad look
No,
bad,
it's
you
not
reject
like that. I didn't say that.
So what's your grounds for rejecting this?
To
You
be-
reject Sunan an-Nasai,
to be-
you reject the tafsir of Al-Tabari.
Reliable source.
Right.
Just
Sunan
reliable
an-Nasai,
source.
graded Sahih by Darussalam.
Some of
and
the
tafsir of
scholars.
Al-Tabari.
Yeah, even if you read for Al-Nasa'i, Al-Nasa'i is starting in his book saying that what I say, do not take everything I'm saying.
Right. But
This
this,
is
one in
An-Nasai
particular
himself
is
is
Sahih.
saying that.
But this one in particular is Sahih.
Sahih according to who?
Darussalam.
Who's Darussalam again? Ask any Muslim if no one knows him.
The hadith graders.
Yeah, but no one,
authentic
no
ones.
one one knows that Darussalam. We know Bukhari, we know Muslim. They are, as I told you, they are very reliable, based on many things.
If I
you
may,
find something.
So Surah 66, Ayah 1. This is by Al-Jalal, by Al-Jalalain. This is his tafsir. O Prophet,
In tafsir.
of course, because you mentioned it before. O Prophet, why do you forbid what God has made lawful for you? In terms of your Coptic handmaiden, Maria, aka a slave.
Yeah.
Handmaiden.
When he lay with her in the house of Hafsa.
Yeah. How did he know that?
So calm down.
Okay.
Who had been away, but who upon returning and finding out became upset by the fact that he had taken that this had taken place in her own house on her own bed.
Yeah, but
By saying,
Yeah, based-
she is unlawful for me, seeking by making her unlawful for you to please your wives, and God is forgiving, merciful, having forgiven you this prohibition. So, according to Al-Jalal, Al-Jalalain, sorry.
According to
According
this,
to Jalalain,
is explaining or interpreting
it was
a verse.
on the
What the
bed.
verse says.
It was on the bed of Hafsa, in her own house. So, like I told you, in the Quran, in Surah 24, Ayah 33, you are allowed to force and compel your maids to prostitution. And where did Muhammad do this? Here.
What is the forcement? Where is that? It
In
says
Surah
even-
24,
no,
33,
the Surah says,
you
the
can
Surah says
compel
you are
them.
allowed. No.
It says don't do it, but if you do it, it's fine.
No, we are talking about this verse now.
No, this is me showing you an example of when Muhammad did this.
Did what?
Forced his maid.
What is the force?
have sex with
Where
him.
it says he forced her.
Is this so?
Why you are lying?
Is it consensual?
What it says
Is it
that.
consensual? As a handmaiden, can you say no to your master within Islam?
Where is that? No, not in Islam.
There
Not
you
in
go.
Islam.
There you go.
No,
then.
not in Islam. I
There
can
you
show
go.
you. I can show
Done.
you authentic hadith showing that you are not allowed to enforce your slave. You are not allowed to enforce.
Show me that.
Yeah.
Show me that.
Yeah.
Show me a hadith that
Yeah,
says
yeah,
that you
yeah,
cannot
yeah,
force
yeah.
your slave.
Definitely.
'Cause that's exactly what happened here.
Of course,
And the Quran
of course.
disagrees.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Quran says don't do it, but you can do it.
How is that? When is that?
Surah 24, Ayah 33. Do not compel your handmaiden into prostitution, but if you do, Allah is
So when
forgiving.
it says clearly in the beginning of the verse, do not, and I do, what that means?
It doesn't mean anything
You want
because
it so, you want to
Allah-
understand it so. It
doesn't-
says clearly, do not.
If you let me,
Don't.
It says do not, but it carries no punishment if you do. So if I said don't steal, but offer no alternative punishment for stealing, then you can steal.
No, it's not saying that. It
That's
says
exactly what it
don't.
said.
It says don't, and the end of the verse, Allah is forgiving and merciful.
And I'm sure if you know the
that
Quran,
means if you don't know the law, or if something happened before the law comes, Allah is forgiving and merciful.
That's
but
not.
it says
no,
so
you're wrong
clear,
about that.
do
You're wrong about
not,
that. So
do not.
ironically,
What do not means?
what you
What do
mentioned.
not mean?
So what you mentioned about if it was done before in the Quran in Surah 4 in Ayah 23, it states that you cannot marry two sisters unless you had already married them before the revelation came.
No.
It does say that. It does say that. It does say that.
According to your understanding.
It does say that.
No.
So,
No,
but,
إلا
but
ما قد سلف.
the reason why I bring that up, exactly. The reason why I bring that up is because when Allah wants to specify that this thing is no longer allowed from this point on, He says so. But you've added that to Surah 24:33.
Bro, you are lying a lot. You are lying a lot.
And
there is no in Islam.
you're
in my
being
face,
very truthful.
In my face, let me say this.
Yeah.
In my face,
Okay.
there is, we are not allowed to force any
Can-
woman to marry.
Can
are
we
not
go?
allowed to
Can we
do
go
that.
to the pub? Let me buy you a drink and we
No,
carry
I
on.
have my bike.
Oh, okay, fine.
We are not allowed to force any woman to marry anyone.
Yeah, you can.
In my face.
Yeah, you can.
I can prove it by prove me.
Are you
if I'm
here-
wrong.
are you here next week?
Anyway, this is
Are you here
this
next
is
week?
recorded. Yeah, I will be here
Okay.
next week.
Go next week.
And also, the woman, even if she's married and she doesn't want this man, she can do khula. She can request to separate, so they can be divorced.
Request.
Yeah, because the man who do you have a divorce in your
And if
religion?
he-
Do you have a
Right,
divorce?
she can request. She
Is
doesn't
it
have- she doesn't
allowed?
have the same
No.
divorce rights as
If the man is abusing a
Yeah.
Christian
She
woman,
doesn't have the
is he?
same- May I speak?
Is she allowed?
May I
No.
speak?
Let me continue
May
the
I
question.
speak?
Let me continue
May
the
I speak?
question.
All right.
Is she allowed
Keep
to ask
going,
for
keep going.
divorce?
Keep going.
This is
Keep
my
going.
question. Answer.
Right, so in Islam, women do not have the same divorce rights as the men. And furthermore,
Yeah.
you can always choose to not marry your slave, in which case they have no rights whatsoever. They can't
say
deny
no.
you sex.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The man is allowed immediately.
Whatever he wants with the slave.
But the woman no.
Yes,
The woman
that's
is
Islam.
not allowed to immediately divorce.
If she's a slave, she
Yeah,
doesn't
no.
have any rights.
She may no. There is a judge. There is a judge.
If
There
she-
is a
if she's
rule.
a slave, what's the rule?
There is a rule everybody follow. Even if she's a slave.
what's the rule?
Even if she's a slave.
If she's a slave, she can say no.
I'm telling you. I'm
Can a
answering.
slave say no?
Nope,
Yeah.
they can't.
A
Yeah.
slave can say no.
Yeah.
They have no
yeah.
right to say no.
For
Show-
marriage,
show me that from the
for
Quran or
marriage,
Hadith.
she cannot say no. She can say no. she can reject the
Not
marriage.
for marriage.
No,
for
for
sexual
marriage
intercourse.
she can reject this.
Not for that. For
She
for sexual intercourse, and she say no, she can't.
No, for marriage she can.
I said sexual intercourse.
I'm telling you she can.
Marriage
Why
and
why
intercourse.
do I have to keep googling it?
Marriage and intercourse are two
This is
different
recorded anyway. I told you this is recorded. There is no.
It is recorded.
Yeah, it is
is
not.
recorded.
They are not forced. They are not forced to marry.
things. I said
Even-
intercourse.
Even the slave.
Intercourse.
Okay. So
Can the slave be forced
you didn't answer
into
my
intercourse?
question. You know, if a man
Right.
is
Can the
abusing,
slave be forced into intercourse?
you didn't answer my question.
Right.
I
feel
told
like
you
haven't
no.
answered any question.
I told you no.
Can you
So
bring any evidence for that?
yeah, I can.
Please do.
In your
do.
okay, I will. In your Christianity, if a man is abusing his wife, is she allowed to ask for divorce?
Women have the same rights to divorce as men, and we don't have sex
Where
slaves
is that?
who can say no.
Where is that? Can they divorce?
Show me where the man
if
has
the
more
man
rights.
no, what
Especially
everybody
over the
knows,
slave.
what
We cannot
everybody
say
knows
the
in
slave.
Christianity,
So that- no.
they cannot divorce. Everybody knows in Christianity,
cannot sleep
they
with the
cannot
slave.
divorce. If the man is abusing his woman,
So
they
Christ
cannot
tells
divorce.
us that
she must
God
stay
hates divorce
with the abuser
because
She
divorce
must stay. But
is
in Islam,
against-
She can
in
separate.
Islam, she will
That's
go to
not-
the judge,
that's
and
not
the judge
true.
will
That's not true.
will force
There was a
the
woman.
man to divorce.
There was a woman.
So this is in
there's a
Islam. That's
hadith
why
where
I
there's a
believe
woman.
Islam is more consistent.
That's a lie.
Islam is better
I
than
can show you a
Christianity.
hadith
That's it.
where a woman was being beaten by her husband. She goes to Muhammad, and Muhammad tells her that she cannot divorce him until she sleeps with him first.
She's what?
So, a woman married a man, divorced the man, married another man who started to abuse her, but hadn't yet slept with him. The woman goes to Muhammad and tells him that she's being abused by her next husband, who she has not yet slept with. Muhammad tells her that he cannot divorce her, or she cannot divorce him, until she sleeps with him first. So, that example you just gave is literally in Islam. So in Islam, if you divorce somebody and marry another man and he's abusing you, you cannot divorce him until you sleep with him.
Is it
And
visible on
furthermore,
the
on
camera?
the topic of abusing
Is it?
wives, Aisha says no woman suffers like the
I
Muslim
wanted to
woman.
show this.
Okay.
Because it's Arabic and I'm not very good in English to say. لا تنكح البكرة
Call the
حتى.
reference out first and then
I don't see the reference now. You guys, you know the numbers, but I know that, as I told you, the authentic hadith. This is what I rely
Alright,
on.
it's the same one.
So لا تنكح البكرة حتى تستأذن ولا تنكح الثيب حتى تستأمر. The meaning, according to my
According
translation.
to his tafsir.
No, because I told you, this is Arabic.
Okay.
And my English is not very good.
It's pretty good, actually.
But it's not very good to translate everything. Anyway, so I said it in Arabic. So those who understand Arabic, they can correct me if I'm wrong. It is not allowed for the virgin to marry until she gives the permission. And even a thayyib.
But
This is not a
Muhammad says
slave.
that
Finish
silence.
This is not a slave.
I didn't
silence
finish
is
it.
consent.
According to
No,
Muhammad.
Muhammad didn't say that.
Because Aisha
No,
didn't
this
give consent.
is not hadith.
This is hadith.
No, this is not hadith. ولا تنكح الثيب حتى تستأمر. Even the old woman is not allowed or is not
So what
permitted
authority is
to
this?
get married.
Yeah, but these are free women, not slaves.
What is that?
Who is this that is saying?
These are all free women. This is talking about not
hadith.
slaves.
The Prophet himself he says this.
But what's the reference?
The reference
Who's
is
the chain, what's the chain of narration?
what does this-
Sahih
what does this
al-Bukhari.
hadith say?
Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim both. The most authentic hadith.
This is hadith.
This is what I'm saying.
is hadith.
So you see, when I gave an information, I gave it supported with an evidence, authentic hadith.
Alright.
Not giving
Let me
any
support
lie.
this claim with
Reference.
authentic
Yeah,
hadith.
yeah,
right?
okay.
It's in Bukhari, or this one's in Muslim, and it's a saying of Muhammad.
Okay.
What does he say?
Yeah.
A woman without a husband has more rights to her person than a guardian, and the virgin's consent must be asked from her, and her silence implies her consent.
So So
Silence is her consent.
Yeah. So she gives the permission herself.
By
And
not
then
speaking.
another hadith, the same
By not
one.
speaking.
What do you mean by not speaking?
And if a virgin
Silence.
by silence, that's her consent.
Yeah. But if she refuses, is it? Do you force her? Does that mean that?
What if
consent being
what
her
if she doesn't
silence?
understand
Her silence is her
what's going on?
affirmation.
Wow.
As if she
Wow.
know maybe she's 6
Wow,
years old.
You guys are so smart, even smarter than the people who have this narrative.
probably,
And those
probably.
who were in doubt, the people who were
probably.
new to this
We
religion,
probably are
and the
smarter
people
than
who were in doubt, and wow, yeah, you guys.
We probably are because we have like a formal education.
Anyway, it is crystal clear.
Okay.
Silence
And-
is consent. Slaves have no
No,
ability.
if she rejects what it says in the beginning, the hadith, in the beginning of the hadith, she's not forced to. She must give the permission.
Okay.
And if she
What
doesn't
that?
give any,
She
just
must give
assume
the
it's there.
permission. This is so clear.
Ladies and
She must
gentlemen,
give the permission.
we're gonna
I'm
have to
telling
wrap
him to
up
wrap up.
because
Let's wrap up,
unfortunately
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
raining
yeah,
and the
yeah,
lights
we'll go home.
dying.
You want to give your
Cycling.
closing
But,
statement and then let him
sorry,
give his closing.
cycling.
Bottom line,
No, I'm alright.
there are
whatever
there
you
are
want, guys.
issues that he's unwilling
But in
to actually
2026
address
we cannot hide the truth.
around slavery
just
and
Google
the
anything
mistreatment
and
of
you find
women,
it. We cannot
and
hide the
unfortunately he needs to go home and watch the video.
Good talking to you.
We can carry on.
again,
We can carry on next
Sunday,
week.
next Sunday.
Next week.
Yeah.
But the problem still
Bring
remains.
evidence, please.
I don't accept anything without
and
evidence.
the biggest
Must
difference,
support it with
we're talking here about unmarried slaves. You're talking about marrying free women.
Yeah, and
Earlier, you said that Islam makes everyone equal.
Yeah.
And my rebuttal is, no, it doesn't. Because you can't have free married women being given certain rights, and those same rights are being given to slaves.
Yeah.
That's not equality.
if the slave has the right to reject, that means they are equal or not.
The slaves can't reject, actually.
This according to your law.
I can show it to you if you want to
the
see.
slaves in Islam, they
wrap up.
eat what we eat, and they get dressed what we get dressed.
but
this is in Islam,
but
and what I'm telling you is also supported with
here's
hadith,
the-
with
here's-
evidence.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. For example,
So that's why they're equal.
free women wear hijabs, right?
Yeah.
Now you said earlier
Yeah.
that you eat what they eat.
Yeah,
and
talk
you-
about hijab.
But,
Yeah, what
but
about
a
hijab?
slave woman can't
Yeah.
wear a hijab. So very clearly, they don't wear what you wear. Clearly,
So the slave woman is not allowed to wear hijab?
yes,
This
they
is
are
wrong.
not allowed.
Absolutely wrong.
I can show you.
Absolutely wrong.
I can show you a hadith
100%
where Umar
wrong.
himself
Yeah.
took off a hijab
Absolutely.
from a
Anyone
slave
does
woman.
that is wrong.
Umar did it.
If he did it, he's wrong.
According to who?
If he did it, he's wrong.
Ac-
According to
according
the
to-
religion. Because the woman is ordered to be decent and to cover
Free women,
all the women.
not slaves.
No, all the women.
So
All the women.
Wait, but this is
All
kind of
the
weird.
women, they are equal.
What kind of Muslim are you if you're gonna say that the actions of the best generation of Islam are wrong?
No, I'm not saying that.
You said
saying
you said
he'd be
if
wrong.
Umar did it,
No,
he's
I'm
wrong.
saying he might make mistakes, Omar.
No, it was
If-
intentional.
If is it not if is it something against what the prophet, what the teaching of the prophet, so he's wrong. For example, Khalid ibn al-Walid. If you read about Khalid ibn al-Walid, you know
Yeah.
Khalid ibn al-Walid.
Yeah.
He did something wrong, and the prophet said, "Inni bari mimma fa'al." I'm innocent. Oh God, I'm innocent of what he did. So that means he's doing something wrong. They may do something wrong. They are people. They're human. Why not?
It depends what Khalid did and if what he did goes against what Muhammad said.
Yeah.
But
So
unfortunately,
Muhammad didn't agree with what he did. That means Khalid did a mistake.
Okay.
That Khalid did something wrong.
when Umar snatches the hijab from the slave woman, he
Yeah.
does it so that she doesn't get confused as a free woman, implying that there's a distinction in dress.
All women, free or not free or slave, all women are ordered to cover all women.
Not slave women.
Next Sunday, prove me,
Okay.
prove that if
Sure.
I'm wrong with this. But I'm telling
Sure.
you, all women are ordered to cover,
There's no-
even the slave,
There's no fatwa about slaves covering.
even the slave.
This isn't the same hadith, but it's a different one. The Muslim said, "Will she be one of the mothers of the believers or a female slave whom his right hand possesses?"
It will even rain
They
more.
said, if he has a hijab for her, then she will be one of the mothers of the believers. And if she does not have a hijab, then she will be a female slave
There you go.
whom his right hand possesses.
There you go. The hijab is the thing that distinguishes between you being a free woman and a slave.
This is
And the greatest Sahi. Well, you're probably going to argue with it afterwards.
You won't accept this one because
No.
it makes Muhammad look bad.
Yeah, but I told you, anything is said by the Prophet. What is we ordered in the Quran? Quran, we cannot disagree about Quran.
But the information there clearly backs up what I said.
If the order from the Quran, all the hadith against what is in the Quran, so all the hadith wrong. If is it so, I'm giving you an example. Since this is in the Quran, so the Quran is ordered all the Nisa al-Mu'mineen. Nisa al-Mu'mineen. What Nisa al-Mu'mineen means? All
They're believing women.
All the yeah, you are good in Arabic. So all of them.
I know 2 words.
All of them. So since it is against Quran, so that's why I'm telling you, if Omar says
But
that,
it's not
Omar
against the
Omar
Quran.
is wrong.
But it's not against the
The
Quran.
rightly guided caliph was wrong.
It is. It is, since the Quran is saying it.
Next week. Next week.
Okay.
Next week.
Evidence.
Yeah.
All right.